Hey, Joey Starr here. As previously mentioned, I started this vlog so that my interested friends and family can stay up to date on how I'm doing and to share some of the fun along the way. I'm trying to be better about not being too busy to capture the things that keep me busy. This way, I'll have plenty to keep me busy. Any questions? So it's Thanksgiving week, and in true Joey Starr fashion, I have a lot on my plate figuratively, which includes putting a lot on my plates literally. I have vlog work, my day job, some major transactions, which you know a little bit about if you caught my recent car shopping video, some work in the Starr quality kitchen, of course, some self-maintenance, a few trips out of town, and even a double celebration of this week's featured holiday, Thanksgiving. Yay! I know that sounds like a lot to gobble up for this week, but there's even more than that. You'll just have to see for yourself. So I kept this off camera to respect the privacy of those who were just here, but I just sold one of my couches. If you've seen some of Sammy's videos or paid attention to some of the background of my video game adventure with Greg, then you may have noticed I had two couches here. One for myself and one for the princess of this house, along with some other stuff. Truth be told, I never needed two couches here, but I inherited one along with some other stuff from my mom and never got around to dealing with it until recently. Now my living room looks huge to me, and poor Sam will have to share a couch with me. You know, some people relax on Sundays, but not yours truly, not the whole day at least. Nope, I'm busy filming, writing for upcoming videos, and an endless amount of video editing because that's what makes me feel good these days. That and a few loads of laundry. This has always been one of the longest lights in this town. I knew if I tried to record that, what I just said, that the light would change at that point, and it did. See? You gotta trust your instincts. As of right now, it's a little bit after 12. I'm online at the drive-thru at my local pharmacy, pick up my regular meds, and possibly yell at them about something, which you may or may not get to witness in a minute. We'll see. I'm trying to do so as quick as possible because I'm trying not to eat up my whole lunch break at work. If I can only eat about half of my lunch break or 2/3 of my lunch break, then I would still have enough time to run to the bank later. Everything's running tight today.
Sorry about that, it wouldn't turn on. How can I help you today?
It's okay. I'm picking up. The last name is Starr.
S-T-A-R?
2 R's.
First name?
Joseph.
We have one ready for you, but that's not something I'm ready.
Actually, I need you to cancel that. You too, thanks. Okay, so I decided against the yelling because for a couple of reasons. Number one, I do realize that the issues I've been having, that it's not the fault of any particular person inside that specific pharmacy. And then the other reason was that she was pretty nice. She was very professional and courteous, and I appreciate that. But as far as Walgreens goes, I'm done with them. I'm going to edit for a couple hours, and then I guess I'll just go catch up on some TV for about an hour and a half, and then I'll hit the sack because tomorrow's another big day. One less day until the holiday, so it's pretty cool. The Monday before Thanksgiving is always the toughest day, I think, personally. Got through that, it wasn't too bad. All right, see you later. Ooh, busy day. It's gorgeous outside. Lots of sunshine, not very warm, but very sunny. Unfortunately, very windy, which is why my hair looks like I'm a freaking mad scientist. But good news, I'm on my way to go get my hair cut anyway. Let's go. Time to get the hair did, as they say, did. Got my hair cut, looking somewhat kind of spiffy. Just got my gas. Let's go home and get some more work done. It's gonna be the longest working afternoon ever. Quick errand for my lunch break. I noticed when I was driving home last night on my long journey home that I was getting an indication of low tire pressure considering all the driving that I have ahead of me on this weekend, I think I better address that ASAP. I'll take a trip out to one of the gas stations nearby, put some air in, fill up on gas so I'm not stuck trying to find an open gas station on Thanksgiving, because Thanksgiving is tomorrow after all, and take it from there. I haven't had time to really mount my setup for this dash. Let me take a shot the top here, so I'm probably going to set it somewhere about here-ish, so it's similar to the last car, but haven't had time to do it. I don't want to rush and do it now because I only get an hour for lunch. I will take care of that sometime before tonight because there's stuff going on tonight as well, and the dash cam will be needed then. All right, see you in a little bit. Went to the gas station. There's to say, I actually had to break out the owner's manual to figure out how to access the fuel door to be able to get to my gas tank. That's pretty embarrassing. This gas station is always busy around this time. Surprisingly, nobody honked at me for taking so long. Interesting, I had no idea. I have one of those quote-unquote capless gas tanks, so that was a pretty interesting experience. And I learned the hard way that you should wait about 3 to 5 seconds after you finish pumping before removing it from the capless tank, because you'll end up spilling some gas onto your car. That's a mistake I won't make again. All right, so the workday is over. Actually, the workday was over a few hours ago, but I rested for a bit. I got up, fed the dog, started to cook, worked on editing some video, because editing video is a never-ending task, thank goodness. I wasn't even sure until maybe an hour ago whether or not I was going to go out, but I should go out because it is Thanksgiving Eve. Second largest night of the year to go out, the first being New Year's Eve, of course. So anybody who's anybody, people who rarely go out tonight. And there just so happens that within a reasonable drive, not that far actually, just a couple of towns over, there's karaoke. So guess what I'm gonna go do? Is it okay if Daddy has fun tonight? You'll wait for him? Of course you will, because I'm gonna give you these cookies. All right. I have to admit, it's pretty weird stepping out of the house, especially in the dark, looking over this way to the car and not seeing my old red Hyundai accent. It's not just that it's a different car, but this car is black, so it kind of blends into the dark. So for a quick second, I look and I'm just like, I don't have a car. Oh my goodness. Thankfully, that is not the case. I tell you, it is busy AF in there. Been in here a few hours. Didn't get to sing too much because there's a lot of singers too. I'm glad I came out. I'm glad that the place is busy. In this pandemic world, it's nice to know that at least on Thanksgiving Eve, you can still go out and get a decent crowd. Anyway, I'm gonna go. Looks like there's a guy over here who couldn't wait for the bathroom. He actually came outside, went around the corner, and now he's freaking pissing in front of me here. So I'm just gonna drive home, have a small snack, and hit the snack and then the sack, because still got a lot of the weekend left to go. Good morning. Happy Thanksgiving, everybody. Obviously, you won't see this until well after Thanksgiving, but feeling pretty good. Slept in a little bit, not as much as I wanted to, but more than I would have otherwise. Nothing real interesting to report, just my usual routine, dog, whatever, fed her. Now I'm going to head out to Norwalk to go have Thanksgiving with Greg's family, so I'm pretty excited about that. Going to make a stop along the way, get some decent coffee. Great Thanksgiving dinner. Washington Prime is the picture that I showed you there. Great restaurant, mostly great service. Food was excellent. Portions can be bigger, but in some of those higher end restaurants, they're kind of known for having smaller portions. But I had this delicious lamb dinner. I probably should have left about 3 hours ago to go home. But whenever I hang out with Greg and his family, I always stay longer because I have a great time with them. So it's hard not to spend more. But let's head on home now. Good morning. It's Black Friday now. Good morning, Black Friday for all you Megadeth fans. Yes, Black Friday. It's Black Friday and I have plans to go to my second Thanksgiving dinner. Not as far out as yesterday. And I was just setting up to shoot a baking video for Starr Quality Kitchen. And I realized I'm out of eggs. Damn it. Completely out of eggs, and I need eggs for this recipe, so I'm gonna brave the Black Friday crowd, and fingers crossed that the local Dollar General, A, that they're open, and B, they're not too busy. I'm just gonna grab some eggs and maybe 1 or 2 other things to hold me off. I'm picking up my groceries tomorrow, but tomorrow will be too late since what I'm baking I plan to take with me to the Thanksgiving dinner. So let's go for a quick spot shopping adventure. I also wanted to briefly share some really good news. I've been on this specific type of weight loss journey. I've been on a weight loss journey for like years, just kind of going up and down, just like everybody else. Same story as everybody else in that respect. But I took a different approach starting in early March, and now it's late November, and I'm happy to report 2 things. So I had set a specific weight number in mind as my main goal of this journey. Despite all the indulgence I participated in yesterday for Thanksgiving, not only did I lose weight from yesterday to today, which is already insane, I met and surpassed my weight loss goal. I beat my weight loss goal by a pound. So that being said, from early March to late November now, I've lost 31 freaking pounds. And I'm not even depriving myself. Not really. I mean, I'm not eating like a pig, of course, obviously, otherwise I probably would have gained 31 pounds rather than lose 31 pounds. And I'm really not cutting out much. I'm just taking everything in regulation. Instead of striving for perfection, I keep striving for progress, and I'm making incredible progress. I can't believe I'm down to the weight that I am. I actually weigh less right now than I did in freaking high school, which is freaking awesome. Anyway, I just wanted to share that before we go get my eggs and other ingredients. Stepping out to get the eggs, etc. And you can see behind me, we have a little early snow. Not a big deal. We're totally clean. It's just the trees look pretty. So it's not too bad for Black Friday. Just grabbing my mail out of the mailbox real quick, and we're gonna get the hell out of here. Let's see. Let's look at my car. Oh yeah, car's looking good. I'm still not used to seeing this car in my driveway. This is great. Woo, I tell you, I was a bit scared for a minute there. I pulled in and there's a FedEx truck just kind of blocking the entrance, and there was no other cars around. I was like, oh crap, they're closed, man. And I was like, well, let me just turn around in here. When I got a little bit past the FedEx truck, I saw some cars. So yes, they're open and they're not very busy. Perfect. Let's get those damn eggs. Success. Went to Dollar General. Actually, I did not see any other customers there, so the cars I see here just might be employees. There's at least 2 employees in there, but all the better. Got in, got my stuff, got the hell out. Got my eggs and some goodies for the rest of the weekend. I'm pretty excited. Today's a good day. Let's head home and make a baking video. Hey, so I just finished filming a baking video for Starr Quality Kitchen, and it's put me anywhere from 20 to 30 minutes behind schedule. So I just figured I'd record that now, just in case my friend Marty kills me for being late. There's some kind of documentation of what happened. My friend's house in Montgomery. The good news is I'll be there in time for dinner. The bad news is I promised I'd be there a little early to help set up. I'm going to be late for that. Hopefully I still survive the ordeal to continue making videos for you. Let's head to Montgomery. Just two quick notes before I continue here. I'm running low on camera space. In the last couple days, I've been so busy, I haven't had time to dump my files from the camera onto my computer to make room. Yeah, so I'm going to take a couple of minutes now just to point out two things. Number one, quick follow-up to the video that I just recorded for Starr Quality Kitchen, making the vanilla latte cookies. I was packing up the cookies to bring with me. Matter of fact, they're right here now next to me in this bag here. But packing them into the containers. I was just slightly short on space. So I was like, hey, what the hell? Let me eat one of the cookies from the second batch. Let me tell you, that second batch came out amazing. Not to pull one of these, pat myself in the back, but that second batch leaps and bounds better than the first. The first batch was good. It was really good, like I stated in the video. I wasn't like blowing smoke up my own butt. But that second batch, much more moisture in there, a hint sweeter. Whatever it was, the combination worked. I mean, it was so bursting with flavor, absolutely tasty. I gotta say, I've probably made those cookies about 6-7 times in my life in the last few years, and that was the best tasting batch. I mean, that cookie was the best tasting cookie out of all of them that I've ever made that I've tasted. So I'm really excited about it. I'm almost sorry that I have to give these cookies to my friends, because that means that's less of them that I get to eat. But you know what? I'm so grateful that they're having me over for dinner that I'm glad they're having the best version of these cookies. Next thing I want to point out, and it has to do with the dinner party, is much like last night when I was having Thanksgiving dinner with Greg's family, is that this is a private affair, so I can't bring you with me. Basically, just I'm kind of taking you along for the ride and dropping you off at the door while I walk in and picking you up when I come back, except that I'm probably going to drop you in about 60 seconds or less, and I'm not going to pick you back up until possibly the ride home, or maybe not even until tomorrow, because again, I'm looking at 12 minutes worth of filming time, not counting if I take any pictures of anything at this party, which I probably will. Bearing that in mind, thanks for coming along for the ride, and we'll see you tomorrow for the next portion of this long holiday weekend. I'm here. Let the festivities begin. Hey there. So the second Thanksgiving dinner, aka Black Friday dinner, definitely was a success. Obviously I survived because here I am. Actually, it was a lot of fun. I got to see some good friends, got to make a new friend or two, got to see a couple of friends I haven't seen in a few years, and I was able to see a friend I haven't seen in decades. So it was a great surprise. Didn't even know he was going to be there, so that was pretty awesome. I did get home kind of late, which is usually a sign of having a good party, and I don't know, felt pretty good about this holidays in general. The rest of the weekend, Saturday, there was nothing great going on. For one thing, I didn't have band rehearsal this weekend because not everybody was available because of the holiday, so we decided to cancel for the weekend. We'll get together next week. Otherwise, I would have brought you along for that. So I basically spent my Saturday taking care of my weekend chores, which is really not film worthy. And I put some time into editing video, of course. That was yesterday, actually. And I could have gone out at night, I suppose. I could have looked for some more karaoke. There's a venue that I love going to out in Wallkill, but they only have the karaoke every other weekend. This weekend was not one of them. So I decided just to kind of stay home. All the excitement of the week was kind of catching up with me, and I was kind of tired. I wasn't sleepy tired, just kind of mentally tired. I just wanted to hang back and just kind of veg. So after a few hours of editing, fed the dog, fed myself, and decided to start catching up on what's on my DVR. I've been falling behind on my shows. That was Saturday night. You know, super exciting, right? And here we are now. It's Sunday. Usually what I do with Sundays is that's another day to kind of catch up with chores, you know, laundry, all that boring stuff. And I try to fit some time in to relax as well. I always get in a few hours of editing, which I actually should be doing right now, but I decided it was time to record the end cap for this vlog entry. So that's really it. Personally, this is probably the best Thanksgiving week I've had, at least since the 20 teens, I would say. Sometime in the 20 teens, maybe like 2017, 2018, somewhere in that ballpark. park. It's been a couple of years since I had one as great as this one, so even though all my friends live further from me than they used to, they were still kind of the source of lots of enjoyment. So it's good to be able to go out and do this kind of stuff for the holidays, especially since I don't really have family in the area anymore. Well, that wraps up my video for this Thanksgiving week. I hope everyone had a wonderful holiday. Be sure to like, share, subscribe, stalk, and I'll see you next time.